Welcome, gamers, to Ace Gaming. I am your host, Steel Navarre, and we're gonna do episode 2 of Pacific Drive. So I appreciate everyone sticking around through that long video before. Do apologize, but as you'll quickly see here, we got ourselves set up real nice for this second part. So without further ado, I know in the last video, I kept saying I would explain this and I'd explain that. Well, that time has now come. So let's heal ourselves up. And Woody is a hurting unit, so we're gonna have to fix her up. And that way we can actually explain a lot of the things. First, let's empty out what we got. Transfer as much of our stuff out as we can. So let's go ahead and leave. Let's leave that over there. Leave that in there. And then we can transfer some more stuff. What we're going to do is empty out our trunk storage and put it into here. Of course, I'm holding on to a 9-volt battery, which is kind of strange, but we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. I sure do appreciate everyone sticking around and watching my videos, liking and commenting, telling me different aspects that were good and different aspects that were bad. You know, like I've said many a times, I'm not professional and just trying to get a little better. So now that we've pretty well got everything that our locker all loaded up. So now, when we go over to the workbench, it will pull all those materials automatically for us, so we don't actually have to hold on to it. As you see here, if we were to make a spare tire, we've got a lot. Now, what we're going to do is we'll come in here. We unlock this door right at the end of the last episode, and in here, we have a couple of really nifty gadgets. Most importantly is this one. This one here allows us to create blueprints and that we can use for building and improving Woody. First things first, we have to build a scanning antenna, which is going to cost us some materials, of course, and one of our 4.1 stable energy that we collected. Remember, we collected all 4 of those anchor points. Well, that's why we collected all 4 and didn't just leave with just the first one. That way then we could actually upgrade further much faster earlier. We're going to go ahead and confirm this. And it shoots out this little blueprint right here. Oh, hands are full. What's in our hands? Nothing's in our hands. Alright. Okay, so now we got this, and it's wanting us to go up there. We're going to go through the shop. Go up on top here. This is one of the coolest functions of this game.
antenna signals coming through loud and clear. Give it a moment to initialize.
Isn't that cool? All right. So now we also have a new locker in here that we can put stuff. And we have a handbrake. And a hand vac, which we probably won't use that too awful much, but we also have a crude bumper and some more repair putty, that magical stuff. Oh, gotta move, situate some things so that way then we can actually move that over. Alright, so got us a crude panel. We'll go ahead and put that on there. Then we also got this little doodah. Install the handbrake in the engine bay. So let's pop open the hood and install the
Make sure to
handbrake.
empty your trunk before heading back out. You'll need the space.
One step ahead of you there, Opie. Alright, so got good. Now got a little more space, and both lockers will pull for the research bin and the work bench. So we can go ahead and transfer all of these things over. Oh, we got ourselves a new bump, or a crude bumper. We can use that as well. Now it's likely we're gonna go ahead and put it on, but it's likely that we're gonna be taking it right back off. Because we're gonna come in here, we're gonna do some research of some other items. So if you're looking at this, all the yellow icons say that we have stuff that we could unlock. So we have light bulbs, and that'll lead into steel plate, circuit breakers, and stuff like that. You gotta pay attention to just how much KLM that it's actually using in order to upgrade. You can actually zoom this in or zoom this out and see a little bit better. So you can get a blowtorch. Missing ingredients, unstable energy. We only have the stable. You have to research light bulb in order to be able to craft this. This one here is Liberator. This one will allow you to actually knock off the different panels and tires and things off the vehicles that you find out there in the waste, in the excursion zones, and you could actually collect them. It's a little destructive as it does it, but you could get the panels and stuff. Here we have a flare for headlights, or a crude headlight. We have a actual regular headlight, so you can see that it really can expand a lot. You can even get some side floodlights for the side of the car and brighten it up. Here's where we're mostly going to be paying attention to right at this moment. We have the ability to make crude panels, crude door, crude bumper, but we can possibly research and get some steel panels. Well, first things that we have to do is research the steel sheet. So we have to go back to the beginning, and we have to find our steel sheet. And we have to do light bulb before we can even begin there. So we confirm that. light bulb. Go back in. Like this. And it's only going to take 0.2 to do steel plate. And unfortunately it didn't drop down, but go over and pick it up. Now we can do steel plate. Go back in. So now we can actually learn our steel bumper. It's 0.5, so we're starting to use a little bit more of it up for stable energy. Would be nice if it would bring you right back to the same tab that you were last on, but unfortunately that's not how it works. Alright, steel panel. And we come back down here and we look. Got enough to do steel doors. So now we can actually build the second level versions of protection for Woody. As long as we have steel sheets. Well, we have 3 available, but we can maybe craft some more. Yep. Scrap material metal, 188. That's why we took the time, scrapped everything that we saw, so that way then we could move forward much quicker. So now, let's count what we need. Got 5 panels, because we got both rear panels, both front panels, and the hood is actually considered a panel. Then you have 5 doors, front, rear, and this one is considered a door as well. So we need 5 and 5. So to make 5 panels, times that out by 2, we need 10. We've got 3, so we need 7 more of those at least. And we can't hold them all in our backpack, of course, and only one in our hand, so they'll just fall on the floor, which is just fine. In fact, we have to drop this one down on the floor as well. Now we have to remove this one. I remember how you do that. Oh, R. Alright. Go ahead and we'll throw this one out there. R. Oh, this one's a steel panel already, so we didn't need to build that one, so we're 1 ahead of the game. Yeah, we'll get Woody all fixed up, looking good here. This video will likely be just descriptions and going through what the shop is. Oh, it says I've already got it on me. Just what's going on with the shop, explain a few things of the how things are done. Oh, got a steel door there, so we won't need that one. We do have this extra steel panel that we'll go ahead and pick up. Go ahead and put this in here for safekeeping for now. So we need 4 doors instead of 5. Didn't realize that we had that other steel door. All right, so we need 1 steel sheet per. And it went and did it again. Eventually you can gather enough fabric and research and stuff, you can make a bigger backpack. We'll be building a larger cargo area. You can get additions to the side of the vehicle, adding all kinds of good fun gadgets and things. You can really make Woody really stand out. I look forward to that. Hood needs a little bit of help, and the door needs a little bit of help. But this bumper, it's a crude bumper. Let's go ahead, grab our scrapper, and tear these things apart. Oh, we don't have much left in our scrapper. Boy, that crude door took it right out. Oh. Well, that was kind of silly of us. Now. Scrapper. Collected all that. And I forgot we had this car. Scrapped materials when we came back. Oh, that's a gear. Inventory's full. That's why. Click this. P. See, isn't that much quicker, much easier? That hand vac will save you a lot of time. Let's check the old friendly dumpster. Let's see what he's got for us too. Got us a road flare. Alright, got us a couple of road
And we're
flares.
patched. Everything's in working shape, more or less. I've hooked up the antenna to the route planner. Give it a look after you're done peeping through my garage.
So this here's a transfer trunk, and I never used the darn thing. Supposedly, it's supposed to be that you can open this, you open this, and then it makes it nice and easier for you to move all the stuff from here to here, and then you come over here to here, which I can kind of see, but I never use it. I wind up just putting the darn thing right over here and let it set over there. So I've got a crude bumper that's really hurting. We got about a half crude bumper. Got a steel panel that could use some love, and a door that's still hurting. But we could use some tires. These things were going flat on us the whole time. We were slipping in the mud. Let's go see what we can do about tires. So we can unlock some summer tires. Get some fresh, clean, brand new tires. The off-road tires would be amazing, especially in the mud, but we run out of our clem energy, so we would need to go do another excursion in order to collect enough of it in order to research that. Now we can look to see what our fuel says. No. So it says that we can research this. What is this? A large fuel can. So this would allow us a little bit larger capacity fuel in reserve. We don't really need that right at the moment. Could do headlights per chance. Those would be kind of nice. Let's see what else we got. Headlight repair kit. See, don't have enough stable energy to research the handbag. So even though we got one, we can't build a new one once it breaks because we don't have that research. An anchor radar, that'd be kind of cool, but not enough. Let's see what else we got here. What is this? Circuit board. Got enough stuff to do it, but we don't have any of the recipes that require it. So it'd kind of be defeating the purpose. So I think what we might do is just hold on to stuff a little bit longer because we need to get into these things. And these are the garage upgrades. So not only can you upgrade Woody, but you can also upgrade the garage. And it will help a lot in a lot of ways. So matter deconstructor, the paint, so detailing station, so then you can paint Woody. Got regenerator, I'll explain all these things as we unlock them, of course. Improved antenna, and expanded locker so we can hold more stuff. And then we also have these up here, which is kind of funny that they're off the grid to where you can't see them. You can see them, but you can't read them. Another additional expanded locker, and each one of these will change out. Like this item here will be an expanded locker. All that good stuff. So you can actually improve the garage for OB, and of course she'll still hate you for doing it because you're messing up her garage. But it gets to looking kind of cool in here. Fortunately, we can't paint Woody at this stage, but we can maybe start prepping for one on our next excursion. I don't know if we'll actually do it in this here video or not, but we'll be ready just in case. That little fuel can is full, so we're all good to go there. What we might do is throw a little bit of that repair putty on things, and should we go ahead and just let's look and see what the steel bumper's going to cost us. Steel panel, steel bumper. Going to cost us 2 steel plates per, so we'd need 4. Oh wait a minute, we were going to do tires. That's right, we were going to do all brand new tires. Didn't quite throw that as far as I had hoped. Over there. It may take me a little while, but I get to remembering how to do stuff. See a brand new tire. Nice and shiny. Now, my little repair putty to this panel. Bit to this panel. All healed up. Let's go back in here. Oh, we're gonna have to break those tires down. Just gonna put away the back. We're gonna need it. Break up all this. Take the vacuum with us. Don't need that panel. Don't need repair putty with us. on the first couple of excursions. We don't really, they're not as crazy and outlandish as they will get to be, and so don't need to carry Repair Buddy with us at all times. Oh, we already have Repair Buddy in the car. All right. So, got a little health, got some flares, but go ahead and take these out. Save us a little bit more room. Our driver's checklist over there says we need to replace a headlight. I'd say so. That thing is completely gone. Spare tire, crude headlight. She's got a kind of a winking eye there. You know, that's just gonna bug me having one eye like that. It's gonna bug me, so I'm gonna take this one off. Even though it's a higher quality, it is damaged. Until we can make that style of headlight, we'll just go ahead and put it in. Put it in here for now. We'll craft another crude headlight. There we go. Now she actually looks like she's got eyelashes. Maybe we can make the steel bumpers. Steel bumper. Need 2. Have a fuel can. us to craft that. That's not a problem. Where was that fuel gate? That's right, it was over here. And that's gonna use up the last of our clam energy. This time we're going to fill this up before we leave. Now that Woody's pretty well healed up. New bumpers, got new panels. Yeah, I don't think we need to take the repair putty with us. Now you watch, that'll be famous last words. And our checklist is all complete. Check the status of Woody, everything's all nice and blue. Got the health is not 100, but it's 99. Be willing to bet you it's something silly that I overlooked some way. Like a glass or something. That's okay. 99%, that's pretty, oh, there it is right there. That steel door, that little finite is that 1%. I'm good with that. So now, I've explained, this is the battery charger, that's the quirk machine, that's our workbench, this is our resource locker, at least the first version of it. We got our fueling station. This here will become the paint storage and detailing kit. This becomes all kinds of other good stuff eventually. So what's left to explain the fabricator system. This here is a shop vac, and what this will do is you can activate it and it will suck all of the resources within the garage into this cylinder all at one time. So it does work real well once we get to that stage. Now it won't suck any of the resources that we had used, collected off that car out there, because it's outside the shop. So we couldn't have used it for that, and or collected from the friendly dumpster. This here is an express station, and out in the excursion zones you can find, they're very rare, but you can find these little tube sections that you can dump your resources into, and then it'll shoot them all into here. So that way then you can just send them like a nomadic air system. Of course, this here is going to be a jukebox, which we won't use because it's got to be streamer safe. So now, let's explain the route planner.
Ready to make this remnant verification a one and done thing? I'm sending you to visit Colossal Cappy. If that old anomaly doesn't induce electromagnetic resonance in your car, then we're free from Tobias's fever dreams and we can get you out of here. With that antenna fixed, you can now detect stabilized road junctions in the outer zone. You've got a stable route heading straight to Cappy's front door, but the energy readings are off the roof. I advise you not to take the zone lightly. You better gear up or you may not survive the trip. Which would make my life easier, so your call.
Alright, so each one of these is an excursion out into the zone, and they're created each time that you actually launch. So if we were to go to this spot now and then get through it, come back to the garage nice and safe, the next time that we went to this zone, it would be slightly different than the last time that we were there. It changes each time you go through the zones and the different things. And at times, as you progress through the different zones, the storms will become more unstable and blocking different paths for the different paths up to the different junctions. So it gets kind of fun, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to scan. I think we're going to here. That's where she wanted us to go. Oh, gotta extend the range to this zone. So we can't quite get there, I don't think. Build the antenna. Okay. Oh. Gotta pay attention. Put a nice green mark on where we needed to go. So, we can potentially go this route to here, then to here, or we can go up to here and there. Now, if you remember, right, this one was our perpetual stability zone that we went to before. So we kind of know where that one is and know a lot of the different materials and things that'll be there. We know that there's a gas station in there. But, like I said, each time that we go through, things will be different. There will be different enemies and different loot to collect. This one here, we haven't been to at all. So, we're not really sure what's going to be there. So we look, and it tells us, over on the right-hand side, we have anomalous clouds. Cloud anomalies are plentiful. Those are something a little different than what we've dealt with in the past, so that could be kind of fun. This one here, perpetually safe. And this one here, perpetually safe. No real junction conditions to report. Now, I don't know if we've got that unlocked yet or not. How to scan. I don't think we've got that unlocked, but you can scan eventually the different junctions, and it'll tell you what the different anomalies are and the different conditions, and so it helps you plan the route a little better, and it'll tell you whether you're going to run into a fast removal of gas. You'll lose gas faster. Your batteries will drain faster. Possibility that your tires will burst from spikes in the road. All those things will show up here in the details. Oh, wait a minute. There we are. If I remember things, I get there eventually. So, this one here, so we have in this zone that we're looking at, it tells us that our Clem energy that we could get or collect is low. Our time is okay. These here down at the bottom, in the lower right section, tells us we have stable anchors of stable energy, the yellow. If it was red, it would be unstable energy, or purple, Anyway, so then we have the purple icons, or the pink icons. Those are our anomalies. We know what an abductor is, but there's going to be 2 unknown anomalies that we'll have to search and scan in order to further understand them. Then there's that pink or orange below that. I'm not really sure what that one is, but yeah. Then we have the tourist, those folks that are like the angels of Doctor Who. Remember them? So they'll be showing up in there. Doesn't recognize that if there's a gas station or not, so it doesn't know whether fuel is available or not. And we don't have, under the white, we have not scanned the different types of vehicles. So those are like Arta trucks and an Arta car, and then something else. Not really sure what that other one is. Got a smiley face, so looks mighty friendly. But you can see that the building density in this zone is max, so there's going to be a lot of buildings. The resource density is going to be none, so there's going to be a lot of buildings, but not a lot of loot to collect. Going to be a lot of vehicles, again, not a lot of loot to collect. So it helps you understand what you're getting yourself into. So if we went this route, we would have really low Clem energy to collect to move forward, and hardly any resources in this one. And then we're on to that one. So that one might not be the best route for us to take. Let's look at this one. Again, low on the Clem energy. We've got abductors, but we've got some red icons down there in the lower right that are unrecognizable. They're hazards of major proportions, it looks like. So that could be kind of crazy as well. They do have some plasma generators, a wrecked car, abandoned car. So hopefully that helps you understand why and how we're doing things in order to better prepare ourselves for the road ahead. I'm just looking at the old timer, and it says that we're almost at an hour, so maybe we'll cut this video a little short, and the next one will be when we actually head out and we head to this location, and the chaos will happen. But alright, I thank you all for being here and going on this journey with us, and thank you for supporting me. And if you like the content, of course, like and subscribe. We do have a Discord set up, and under Ace Gaming's that we're starting to get built out. We're new to this, me and Man Amazing, but we're getting there with all the support and all the tutorials, help from Jessica Wanders Gaming and Laid Back Gaming. They've been huge helps, and then of course Robert Burke. He's been vast amounts of knowledge as well. So I just wanted to thank everyone for, being patient with us, giving us lots of good advice, and helping us on this little voyage. We couldn't do it without you.